Hi there, how are you? This is a guide to help freelancers who are just starting out and looking to find working from home part-time jobs. I'm an engineer with a background in computer science, and I wanted to work as a freelancer to be free from the encumbrances of a regular 9 to 5 job. So in this video, I discuss where to look for jobs, tips on how to increase your chances of getting a job, and some tools that can improve efficiency. So let's get started. The first place to look for freelance jobs is freelance sites. This is where employers post jobs and look for freelancers to work on a per project basis. Odesk, which has a lot of quality jobs, and my personal favorite, Elance. This is also very good and now part of Odesk. Guru, which has fewer jobs, also a little less competition. Freelancer, this is UK centric, has lots of jobs but little less quality, and a couple of others. To get started, go to the site, then click on sign up. Create your freelancer account and click get started. Once the account is created, we can immediately log in and create our profile. Once the profile is created, we can immediately search for jobs and apply. If you were to ask me the advantage of freelance sites, I'd say it's the search options as well as access to lots of jobs. The drawbacks are that the rates are quite low. So if you live in the developed world, it makes sense to look for jobs where employers are seeking someone in the developed world itself. There's also a lot of competition, so it takes a lot of hard work. Let's look at how to create a good profile. So the first thing is to explain your background. Introduce yourself with a greeting and give details like where you live, just the country or city, what is your degree, and what companies have you worked for. What are you currently working on or have worked on recently, and give a sense for what your strengths are. Here's a sample of my profile. Upload your portfolio in a site like Dribbble for designers, GitHub for programmers, or your blog if you're a writer, or Google Docs, and add the link to your profile so that when employers read it, they can click on it and see what your work is like. Try to give details about your expertise. It's useful to use structure, such as headings, numbering, and ample spacing, to make it easy for clients to read. For instance, as a programmer, I would say software skills. So one would be web apps using Ruby on Rails and Postgres. To close your profile off, add something about your personality and working style to help you stand out. Let's look at some tips to increase your chances of getting a job. Tip 1. Do small projects for free for friends, finding people on Twitter who need help, meeting people via meetup.com, and so on. Ask them to post the job on your preferred freelance site. Most clients hire those who've completed jobs, which are an indication of reliability. Tip 2. Prepare video presentations on what you've worked on. Describe a small project that you did, what tools you used, and explain the steps you used to get the outcome. Videos are the ideal way to show off your communication skills and knowledge. Tip 3. Find your niche area. For example, if you're a designer, find out about the latest software, or if you're a programmer, learn about the latest programming language, and so on. By having specialized skills, you can apply to jobs with lesser competition. Tip 4. Try to apply to jobs as soon as they're posted. Employers often need to hire immediately. Tip 5. Keep in mind that not all freelance sites are known to all employers, as they cater to different regions and segments. So create an account on most of them, reuse your profile information, and search regularly on them. Tip 6. As you start out, look for jobs with up to 10 bids. Tip 7. Watch out for fake employers. Check out employers' payment history. There are people who post fake jobs and end up wasting your time. Let's take a look at some tools to help you search and apply faster. The first one is LanceMate. It's a Google Chrome extension that lets you search multiple sites simultaneously and view all the jobs in a single page. You can also set up automatic searches and receive desktop notifications so that you can apply to jobs as soon as they're posted. LanceMate allows us to store values of input fields such as proposal, earnings, and if we enable autofill, whatever values that are stored get loaded automatically when we apply for the job. Full disclaimer, I am the developer of this tool. The second tool is using the RSS feeds. So if you go to a freelance site, you can see an orange RSS symbol as shown here. You can click on the RSS link and use an RSS reader like Feedly, and this will bring up jobs as soon as they're posted. The second place to look for working from home jobs is on Twitter. You can use Twitter to search for tweets. For example, visit twitter.com and in the search bar, enter need freelance designer. And we get back search results from Twitter, but see a lot of hyperlinks that are promotions and not tweets by actual Twitter users. We can exclude them by adding -filter: links to get tweets exclusively posted on Twitter. Twitter provides more search filters, such as -filter media to exclude images and audio, -RT to exclude retweets, as well as -from a specific Twitter user to exclude tweets posted by that user. The full list of filter options can be found at this URL. We can do all kinds of good stuff, like exclude hashtags, specify a date after which the tweet was posted to exclude old tweets, and others. I'd recommend you to have a look at this page. You can create quite a few combinations, such as looking for freelance designer, and exclude more keywords. I recommend that you scan Twitter regularly, and if we see a tweet that we like, we can send them a tweet, and who knows what might happen. Let's look at some tools to search Twitter automatically and contact employers. The first one is TweetDeck. It's available for download for Mac and Windows, or as a Chrome app that can be run on any OS. This is the Chrome app. TweetDeck lets us create search columns. So if I click Add Column and click Search, I can enter a search keyword such as Need Freelance Designer and add the column. TweetDeck gives options to filter the tweets by 1. The user's type, such as whether the user is verified or in a list. 2. Whether the tweet has any media, links, or vines. And 3. By whether the tweet has been retweeted or favorited. The other useful feature of TweetDeck is the ability to set alerts, so that when new tweets are made, you get desktop alerts to instantly reply to. However, there is no way to set how frequently you get alerts, so excessive alerts may impede productivity. The other problem is that it's not possible to know which columns have tweets that we have not read, so unless we monitor TweetDeck constantly, we may have to view each column and reread tweets and end up losing productivity. The next place to look for freelance jobs are forums in your niche that have job boards. Forums are a great place to network and ask questions, especially if you're starting out as a freelancer. And some top ones have paid job boards, which community members can access. To find some forums in your niche, perform a Google search, such as your niche, with the keywords remote, part-time, and jobs or job board, and using a special Google tag in URL, forum, and click search. And instead of editing, you can substitute it with virtual assistant, or graphic designer, and so on. To narrow search results, I use the -site search filter to exclude those sites from search results. You should also check out Google's advanced search options located in this URL. I like the language filter, and if we click search, the search results are restricted to the English language only. I'd recommend you go through search results and exclude as needed to find the forums that are useful. You can also bookmark the page to ensure you go back to where you left off. The one for virtual assistants VA networking that I like has a job board, which is $35 a month, but has legitimate clients located in the US. If you know any good forums which post jobs, please leave them in the comments. The next place to look for freelance jobs are classified sites. My favorite one is Craigslist.com. You can click jobs, select your niche, such as media, and check part-time and telecommuting to get results for part-time jobs that are working from home. You can then select the job, click the reply button, and send them your profile. You can visit city by city on Craigslist and find postings that match and send them emails. If you do receive a job through a classified site, you can ask them to post it on Odesk or Elance to increase your count and get more jobs. The advantage of classified sites are that there are lots of potential jobs, but on the downside, it's tough to get a job. Also be wary of scams by reading each posting carefully and avoiding postings which say things like, become rich overnight. Here are a few more suggestions to look for jobs. Search on LinkedIn using keywords such as telecommute and part-time. Try sites like flexjobs.com and staff.com. Lastly, network. There is nothing like making a personal relationship to gain trust. Attend events through sites like meetup.com and eventbrite.com, or even through volunteering. Networking is about making friends first and learning something. Afterwards, you can discuss your requirements. It's hard work finding freelance jobs. Try to keep taking steps in the right direction and ask for help when you need to. Best of luck for your next job. Thank you for watching this video.